Hi, welcome back. I'm here this week again to go over another one of those common pantry items so we can analyze the nutrition facts label and figure out how to make the best choice for our family. This week, we're going to be looking at peanut butter. So I have two types of peanut butter. They are both creamy because that's what we prefer. One of them is labeled natural creamy peanut butter and the other one says smooth peanut butter. So from the front of the label, the biggest difference I see is that one of them has the word natural in it and the other one doesn't, which might seem to say that the natural is the one that I'm gonna wanna buy because it sounds healthier. But in order to find out which one is really better, I need to turn the containers around and take a look at the nutrition facts. The first thing I always take a look at is the serving size because I wanna make sure that I'm comparing similar things. So the serving size for both of these is 2 tablespoons, which means that all the information on the first label is something that I can compare directly to the second label, which is good, less work for me. The next thing I like to look at are the calories. Both of them have 180 calories. Okay, same. Now I like to look at the total fat. So we have 16 grams in the natural one and 15 grams in the smooth peanut butter. Pretty close. What I really want to know though is the saturated fat. So my natural peanut butter has 2 grams of saturated fat, which is 10% of your daily value. And the smooth one has 3 grams, which doesn't seem like a huge difference, right? 2 versus 3. But if you think about it in terms of your saturated fat, it's actually 5% more. Sorry, it's actually 15%. 3 grams is 15% of your daily value. So that is much higher, but not, so far I haven't made a decision. Then I'm gonna take a look at the sodium, something I love looking at. The sodium in my natural peanut butter is 130 milligrams, which is 6% of your daily value. And the sodium in my smooth peanut butter is 80 milligrams, so it's half. Okay, so far it's hard to tell who the winner is. Now, the next thing I'm going to take a look at is the dietary fiber, because that is something that we want our kids and ourselves to be eating. So the fiber in my natural peanut butter is 3 grams or 11% of your daily value. And in the smooth peanut butter, it's 2 grams or 7%. So again, the 2 versus the 3, it's not huge when you're thinking of numbers, but when you look at the percentage, it does start to make a bit of a difference. And then we're going to look at the added sugar. One of our favorite things to check on nutrition facts labels. So there's 0 grams of added sugar in my natural peanut butter, but my smooth peanut butter has 2 grams of added sugar. Again, 0 to 2, it's not a huge drastic difference. This is just a tiny little thing to take note of. Then the protein, I have 8 grams in my natural one, 7 grams in my smooth one, and then everything else, my vitamin D, my calcium, iron, and potassium are all basically the same. So this seems like a complicated choice because on the one hand, my natural peanut butter has less saturated fat, 0 added sugar, but it does have twice as much sodium. So which one of these would be a better choice? In order to make this call, I'm going to take a look at something I don't normally look at, but this is going to be the ingredients. So the ingredients in my natural peanut butter are roasted peanuts and salt. Okay, I know what both of those things are. And if I look at my smooth peanut butter, it's peanuts, okay, dextrose, which is just another word for sugar, and then hydrogenated vegetable oil. So, given that the nutrition facts are very close to each other, the biggest distinctions again being saturated fat, dietary fiber, and of course the added sugar, the ingredients are what's going to be the thing that tip us off about which one we want to be feeding our family. And in this case, we don't really want to be adding in that hydrogenated vegetable oil into their diet. So I would go with the natural peanut butter because, and again, my main reason here is the ingredients. It just doesn't have that added sugar and it doesn't have that hydrogenated vegetable oil. But if I'm being honest, nutritionally, it's not such a big difference. So that means you don't have to start worrying if you've decided to use the smooth peanut butter instead of the natural peanut butter, because you're still feeding your kids something that is pretty low in added sugar, not much higher in terms of saturated fat, and still contains a lot of dietary fiber and protein. So I would say that peanut butter is a good choice. The natural peanut butter is a better choice. And if it comes down to taste preference, availability, or price, you should always feel good about making a choice between either of these two because they're both pretty good choices for our kids. As always, I'll be back next week to analyze another pantry label. If you have a burning question about a certain type of food that you have lying around your house, be sure to let me know in the comments and I can take a look at it later on. See you next week.